So what is bread? For me, it indicates the start of a good meal shared with family and friends. For my kids, it's the foundation of a solid peanut butter and jelly sandwich. For others, it may be a source of an allergen and a cause of significant gastrointestinal distress. What's important that we talk about is what is the role of bread in biology? Obviously, we know that bread has a pretty significant impact on our metabolism. We eat bread and we get energy. But how exactly does biology make the bread? And how does biology break the bread down? That's what we're going to talk about a little bit during this course. We're going to see that we build up with anabolic processes and we break it down with catabolic processes. And bread is fundamentally a perfect example of how this occurs. We're going to talk about a variety of different microorganisms, including bacteria and yeast, that make the bread its own. These microorganisms are going to transform the building blocks, the sugars, and the water, and turn it into something totally different, something that we know as bread. Right? We know that the bread will then provide us with a great deal of energy. We can take that bread and ingest that bread and break it down and turn it into the ATP that we need in order to survive. So, when we think about bread, it's pretty easy to say you are what you eat. Right? And we're going to see the interrelationship between food, specifically bread, and how that relates to our overall health and our overall metabolism. We're also going to see how what we eat, including bread, may actually shape us in more ways than we really understand. So, what you see on the screen is DNA. Does bread change DNA? Not necessarily, but it does possibly change how that DNA is expressed. So we're going to see how our food is not only going to change ourselves, but possibly even further generations. And it may affect your kids and your grandkids more than we really understand. So when we think about bread and biology, hopefully you'll see how those two items are interrelated and how the beauty of the microorganisms and the chemical reactions and the biological reactions that occur affect not only you, but also future generations.